Oh, hell, I'm on for beautiful beautiful Maverick Nation. I'm the Dark, the Shadow, the Maverick, the Shadow Maverick. And, you might as well, find this shocking, but, if you read the title, then not as shocking as if you didn't. Because I just had to find a way to get the brain fog to not hit me as soon as I tried to think of something for the what if. I knew it had to involve Naruto and it had to involve Zalgo in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's just every time I tried to keep thinking of a way of reincarnation or something, or along the lines of that, I kept on hitting roadblocks. Or I just kept on feeling unsatisfied. Though I think, seeing as I have 3 ship things that are purely ships on my other channel, the DSM Nation, that are Bakudeku, Shotodeku, and Shigedeku. So I think I'm pretty well versed in the world of ships. Even ones where both are the same gender. And considering Naruto's history with love, this should be interesting. Yes. Instead of reincarnation, I have decided, in order to keep the brain fog from settling in again, basically NaruZalgo. And how this is gonna work, well, it's one of those usual days in Konoha. Hiruzen had advised Naruto to stay in his house or apartment in order to keep from the angry mobs, and he even brought him some presents. It's just one of the presents that he didn't bring him just so happened to show up the moment that the dude left. Naruto was facing one direction, and then he turned around, and then it was on the table. Said present being a book, which, most of the stuff, he couldn't even read. And he doubt, most of the civilian or shinobi populace of Konoha or any other village could read. But for some reason, he was following it along pretty well. Something about somebody being behind a wall, and 7 mouths, the 7th one being used to destroy the world with a song, and chaos, and whatnot. But, Naruto just having not this, easy feeling after having read that out loud. and, well, just wanted to go to bed. Well, he would have had, well, his dreams so far not been a clusterfuck, to say the least. And so he eventually woke up in the middle of the night to see someone standing over him in his bed. More like something. But it seems they were nice enough. They greeted, they said their name. Hello, child. I am Zalgo. Even though I know it, what be your name? And Naruto be like, wait, you already know, but, Naruto Uzumaki? Naruto had no idea why he just admitted his name. And Zalgo, he seemed pleased. This mortal could be some fun. And Naruto just after a while just being like, okay, why the hell are you here? And Zalgo being like, oh, I'm hurt. What you don't know about me, I am Zalgo. And well, Naruto be like, well, now that you said your name, basically, I know about you from the book. By the way, how the hell did you get that in here? I'm assuming that was you. I did say something about a guy behind the wall. And you do have a lot of mouths on you. And Zalgo chuckled to himself. Zalgo just be like, just like, oh boy. This will be interesting. You see, this is not my original form. I died, and this is my punishment, apparently. And Naruto is like, your punishment is being a girl? Yes, that's right. Like, heavenly cycle of reincarnation, samsara, whatever. Zalgo died, now he's a girl. And just so happened to drop his little book of summoning him over to Naruto at random. Yeah, basically just admitting that it was at random. And Naruto would just be like, okay. So does that mean, like, we're friends now? I'm confused. And Zalgo would be like, you're not the only one, Naruto, Koi. I'll have to get used to these honorifics. Doesn't feel right. At least not now. And Naruto would just be like, you're not very good at whispering your thoughts. So, apparently you're not from here? And Zalgo would just be like, no, I'm actually the closest thing to the devil that you will ever know. Or at least I used to be. Now I'm this. I'm a human girl with barely as much of power as I used to have. Sure, I still have it, but if I were to experience all of it at once, I would explode. So it's been sealed off mostly. And God knows what I'll have to do in order to, get it back. But Lord knows that I won't be able to get it back all at once. Because the whole exploding thing. And Naruto's just like, oh yeah, that. So we're both kind of in a pool of suck then. I suck at the clone jutsu, you suck at, getting your powers back. And you're a girl now. And one of my jutsus turns me into a girl for a limited time. And Zalgo being like, oh really? This clone jutsu, you're not good at it? Well, maybe. You just need the right kind of teacher. Or maybe there is a difference. You could have something that the others don't. That would mean that you would have to learn a different kind of clone jutsu. That is, if there's another kind out there. And Naruto has heard of different villages having different clone jutsus. And that in one of the history lessons that he did pay attention to, at, the once Whirlpool Village, before it was destroyed, it had, these people had so much, dense chakra that they had to have this, so much more powerful version. It's called the Shadow Clone Jutsu. But Naruto doubts that he can learn it. But Zalgo's like, no, I think that's exactly the problem. Or the circumstance, more likely. Your chakra is like that of the Uzumaki, or else that wouldn't be your clan name. You Naruto Uzumaki. Uzumaki means you would have the same thing as them. Same circumstance. Which means... well, can you tell the difference in between the clone and shadow clone? And Naruto's like, well, then I would just have to do it in reverse. With the clone jutsu, you have to do as little amount of chakra as possible. With the shadow clone, you have to do as much chakra as you want, basically. So you're thinking, well, if that's the case, then, well, let's do this. I think this is the sign. And Zalgo would be like, no, Naruto, you have to know. And Naruto's just like, yeah, I know. And so already Zalgo has been more of a friend to Naruto than most people. And yes, this is a femme Zalgo. Because he did say he came back as a girl. I'm not gonna make Naruto gay. I'm not gonna do the whole thing with like Naruto Sasuke. I'm not gonna bash on Naruto and Sasuke's whole thing. I'm not gonna say that Naruto's gay for wanting to bring back Sasuke. I'm not gonna do that to my boy Naruto. Here. So, I'm gonna say whenever Zalgo died, however he died, he eventually, the whole samsara heavenly reincarnation circle thing, that he came back as a girl. Basically, the ultimate amount of trollage. A human girl with most of his powers locked away, seeing as the human girl was a child. I had to grow up at the same pace as Naruto. And that at basically the time that Zalgo realized that everything, he blew up the orphanage that he was, stationed at, basically put in like a fiery rage. But that was like all the power that he could use, and so he zonked out. Or I guess she. So yeah, Film Zalgo has a temper. If you can't tell. And so eventually, can't keep secrets forever. It's around the time of graduation day, actually, that, hears and figures out about Zalgo, or Femme Zalgo. But Naruto really wants to keep her, because she's a really good friend. And well, Zalgo can't lie to herself. I mean, she kind of feels that way about Naruto too. She's kind of on the fence about her feelings, if she even has any. I mean, that was thrown away a long time ago whenever she, saw Naruto for the first time. She knew she had feelings. But, she's on the fence about her feelings in general. Not on the fence about having feelings, just on the fence about her feelings in general. What they are. For anyone here. Well, she does know that she hates the people that, make Naruto's life miserable. And, well, that she has somewhat of a fondness for this Gigi. Because, well, she, knows that this guy is one of the only people that treats Naruto right. And she also has a soft spot for the ramen people. Because, she knows the same thing about them. Just the people that, treat Naruto right are the ones she has a soft spot for. But not too much of a soft spot. She's still gotta keep that, She feels she still has to keep somewhat of an image. Even if she isn't known as Zalgo, the one who will destroy the world with the 7th song. That's kind of how she entered Naruto's life, through the book about the 7th song. Now this is not the 7th seal, that's the Grim Reaper. This is Zalgo we're talking about, Zalgo. And so, now she has to wonder, she has positive feelings about the people that treat Naruto right, but what about Naruto himself? Well, whenever she actually starts to think about what she might feel about Naruto, what is this feeling in this area the humans call their chest? And then comes to realization she might actually like him. I mean, she hates the people that treat him wrong, and, is okay with the people that treat him right. And so it's only logical that, some sort of likeness in there, that she feels happy for him. And, well, that she likes him in a way. Well, in more than one way. And Harrison can see this emotional confusion on, Zalgo. Not really knowing what to think about how she feels about Naruto. Not really knowing the full extent of that feeling. Or those feelings in general. So, Harrison kind of sets up something-ish. Not really setting it up, but more or less going along more with everything than he did in the original. As in, the whole stealing the scroll of sealing. Making it easier for Naruto than it already was. Because Harrison overreacts even more whenever Naruto uses his Exijutsu. It's just, Naruto does warn Zalgo to, cover her eyes before he does this. Because he respects Zalgo enough to not want her to have to see. Because he knows how she might feel. And doesn't want to, ruin that. Which they have. And Zalgo just is like, it's all the more for her to feel positive, not negative, about Naruto. And Zalgo's just like, am I feeling affection for a mortal? Damn. If Lazari could see and hear this. Yes, in this universe, Lazari does not exist because Zalgo is not a male. And therefore could not be her father. So she could not exist. But Zalgo does know about her from previous lifetime. And basically, Zalgo's like, if only she knew about this. The great and powerful Zalgo reduced to a lovesick puppy. Not even of the same gender. Did I even have a gender back then? I tease Slenderman all the time about his mushy emotions. And now look at me. I'm even starting to change in the way I... Is my voice. And then Naruto just hears a scream. He's like, oh my god. And Naruto's just like, oh my god, Zalgo, are you okay? My voice is... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And Naruto's just like, well, I mean, you did get reborn as a girl. I mean, so naturally you would have a girl voice, you know? I guess that's just Kami, Yami, or Shinigami, one of the three, or maybe all of the three, wanting to give you your just desserts for something bad you did in the past life of yours. Your past life. And Zalgo thinking, yeah, that's probably the case. Either that or she's just naturally growing into her new body. She just hopes she can, eventually regain enough of her powers to transform and, become her operator self. The demon that she once was, or in some form, shape, form, or fashion. Because this is just embarrassing. But it feels less embarrassing whenever she looks into Naruto's, oceans that he has for eyes. It's the only thing that she can describe them as. And, apparently she was thinking out loud. Because, Naruto was like, why would you want to go back? I mean, plus, oceans for eyes? I mean, first of all, going back is what got you here. Back to what you used to be. What you used to be is what you got you here in the first place. So it'll just be like endless cycle of repetition. Like, just the definition of insanity, apparently. That's what I've heard. Or overheard. And, thanks for the compliment, I think. It was a compliment. About my eyes. Your eyes, they actually... Humans need blood to survive, and your eyes are all sorts of red. And they have those black slits in the middle. That's... you have something unique to you. I mean, yeah. Red with black slits. That's unique to you. Cherish that. That's something that you have that probably no one else has. Unless it was someone else in your past life that was related to you. But hey, we can't win every battle. I learned that a long time ago. But hey, I'll try to be the best that I can be so that I can become Hokage one day. And Zalgo just like, he complimented my eyes. And after I complimented his, but I complimented his eyes. His hair looks good too. I mean, it's almost like the sun up there. And, but that doesn't make me feel hurt. It makes me feel comfy of some reason. Like, wait, am I thinking out loud again? And Naruto's just like, yeah, you are. I'm glad you think my hair is so pleasant warm. Wouldn't want you to think that it was burning you. And about your hair. Long black hair like that. It might not be the most practical thing. I mean, you could always just tie it into something to make it more practical. Like a bun or a tail or something. That's what I've heard. Hearsay. So, yeah, and such a unique shade of black too. It's like some sort of midnight black. It's like something I've never seen before, but once I've seen it for the first time, like with you, I never want to look away. If that's not a compliment, I don't know what is. And Zalgo is just like, she's like feeling all these things moving inside of her, and she's just like, what the hell is this? Is this what the mortals call butterflies in your stomach? Because this is weird. He complimented my eyes, my hair. Just calm. His skin maybe most gorgeous tan ever, but don't have to speak it out loud. Wait, am I speaking it out loud again? Damn it! And Naruto's like, and yours is the most fair, like albino-ish shade. I mean, like polar opposites in a way, but polar opposites in a good way. In lots of good ways, actually. I'm more like the light side of the coin, and you're more like the dark side of the coin. But hey, whoever said that was meant to be bad. I've heard a saying from Gigi once that you need darkness in order to see the brightness of the stars. So you're like the dark night sky in order for, the stars, aka me, to shine brightly. We complement each other, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I hope I don't sound weird. I mean, you're like the only friend I have. I don't want to lose you. And Zalgo just being like, no. It's okay, Naruto. It's okay. I genuinely like the compliment. And by the way, I think our clothes complement each other too. I mean, your orange and blue, and my black and red. One is more of a sinister, and one is more of a playful. A playful sinisterness. It's not anything like, that of a demon. But we don't have to let people know about that. We can just let them speculate. And if they try to use their speculations to hurt us, we can always, I think you know. And Naruto's like, well, that's nice and all, but Gigi says not to do that. And Zalgo's like, well, that may be true about your village, but where I come from, then again, we're not where I come from, we're where you are from. Gotta remember that. And the fact that I'm a girl. So yeah, if you can't tell, Naruto and Zalgo already like each other a lot. And come time for the graduation, a third time, Zalgo's giving like the fiery thumbs up. But no one sees the fire except for Naruto. And Naruto just goes in, a little less nervous than before, and decides, Shadow Clone Jutsu! And boom, 15 freaking Narutos. Like, 14 Narutos with the 15th one being the original. And, Mizuki's trying to debunk this, saying that since it wasn't the regular clone, But, Iruka's like, well, it doesn't say anything in the rule book about that, so your argument is invalid, Mizuki. I didn't even know we were having an argument, but your argument is invalid. So, objection. So, basically, after school is had, and basically, Zalgo comes out with her headband around her neck. And, well, basically, so, the next day, seeing as Naruto and Zalgo are happy and all, they set the clock for the right time, and they hurry over for team assignments. Basically, team assignments are basically in canon. Your canon Team 7, 8, Team Guy, and Team 10. So, basically, Naruto would be wondering where, well, basically, if Zalgo did indeed, pass because he saw the headband around her neck. And basically, if you're wondering, yes, things did go in canon. Naruto did kick the shit out of Mizuki with shadow clones. But Zalgo also wanted to burn Mizuki for tricking Naruto. So, they just had her burn him enough just to leave him alive to be interrogated. Even though Zalgo was like, "Aw, I really wanted to burn him more." I mean, I'm sure you know why, Naruto-koi. And Naruto would just be like, "Oh, stop that, Zalgo. I do know why. That's why you don't need to remind me. Though, well, it's really awkward." And I guess, as they were walking home, they decided once they did get there that before they went to bed, as they were basically laying there because, they share a bed, unbeknownst to anyone in the village besides them, even the third Hokage doesn't know this, because Zalgo does have enough of her powers left to make an illusion to make it seem like they don't share a bed, but they do. And, well, just right before they go to sleep, before the day of team assignments, they share a kiss. Yep. A romantic scene. Just them in the dark, but Naruto has learned to embrace the darkness as much as Zalgo embraces it. Zalgo embraces it, so Naruto has decided to embrace it. Just enough to where they can become close. And Kurama inside of Naruto is just like, hand me the salt and butter. And he just popcorn and just like, oh my god, this is amazing. I never thought I would be this much into a romance movie. He just sees all of Naruto's life now as a romance movie. With some action thrown in, maybe later. In the next few scenes. A series of romance movies with some action thrown in. Because of Zalgo. gothic romance with some action thrown in. And even the action is gothic. And Kurama can't get enough. But that's besides the point, because the point is the tongue action. And this actually gets Kurama's orange fur to turn red, because he is blushing freaking mad. And he just falls the frick over with a nosebleed. Because they are working that tongue action, and they are only like freaking 12 to 13. Well, correction. In the terms of Zalgo's body, more or less 13. And in terms of Naruto's body, only 12. Going on 13. So yeah, basically, this day was more or less Naruto's birthday, even though Naruto had forgotten it up until then. Because Zalgo basically admitted this to be, sort of like a, not just graduation, but a birthday present. For the birthday boy. And Naruto's like, how about we make a present for the both of us? And, Zalgo not knowing what Naruto's talking about, Naruto deciding to give in to more of his feral desires that he didn't even know he had. But, all because of the fox, the feral desires come out more easily. And, they start to get in a little bit more than, was planned. But, Zalgo actually likes the fact that happened. Getting into it more than was planned. Because, that's kind of Zalgo's style. Even if she is a woman, even if Zalgo is a woman, that's still her style. Feral, just sexisty. And so whenever they go for team assignments, they're just glowing. Trying to suppress the glow, but, not really going all that too well. Sakura's wondering why they're glowing. And Sasuke, not being stupid. He's like, what the f happened in between those two? He's just like, never mind. I have more important things like revenge. Like avenging the clan. And seeing as it can only be like a 4-man squad like the 3 students and the sensei, Naruto's really worried because there's only like 5 of them left. Or like 4 of them left. So like, yeah, Team 7 and Zalgo. There's only them left, so one of them's gonna be left out. Is what Naruto's thinking. And Zalgo's kind of worried, but not too worried, because she thinks that something has to be resolving this. Like, the old man can't be that damn cruel. Like, to children. And so, basically, after waiting forever, Kakashi finally comes in and basically has all of them come up to the freaking roof. And basically, before saying anything to as its actual team, he tells Zalgo that her sensei, because she's actually been taking an apprenticeship by someone very unlikely, but apparently Hiruzen just felt like giving out Jonin promotions that specific day. And this person just, like a ball of smoke, just like poof. It was like just like barely missing Zalgo's head because Naruto ducked her. Like it was like, ugh! And Zalgo just whispers in his ear. It was like, You better be glad I fucking love you. And Naruto's like, you know, if I was in the same situation, I would say the same thing to you. Yeah, they love each other. So, there's no secret about it in between the two of them. And Zalgo would like to keep it that way for the time being. You know, basically the devil and, well, the strongest Biju currently since the Ten Tails hasn't been revived. And won't be revived for some time. And so, yeah, basically the strongest Biju and the devil, basically. You know, in a romance. Maybe monsters can really truly learn how to love. So, basically, a smoke bomb turned out to be, appearing out of nowhere, Enka Mitarashi with Dango. Of course she would be eating Dango. And some red bean soup. On the side. You know, still eating breakfast. Just, you know, woke up a little late, so, you know, had to, you know, run while breakfast. So she's currently still eating breakfast. And now finished. And Anko just like, well, brats, looks like one of you is my apprentice. And just saying that word reminds her of Orochimaru. And she's just like, in her head, just like, I will not treat whoever this person is like Orochimaru treated me. I will not make that error. I will be better than he ever could be. That's just what she's thinking in her head whenever she says the word apprentice. And considering Kakashi's like, well, these three, pointing to Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi, well, are my team, so that girl. And Naruto is just like, in his mind, it's just like, his heart is like breaking in two. And Zalgo, in her mind, her heart, whatever it represents, is like breaking in two. Because they truly did get to like you know, feelings for each other. They even had their first kiss. And if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. So basically, Anko just yoink, just Zalgo, and Zalgo's like, and he's just like, she's going to be teaching me. Can't be too much like my normal self. I have to refrain from killing her. If I even could in this body. And, you know, she's been getting better at hiding, you know, her voice from people. Especially since she doesn't trust that many people besides Naruto. Naruto's even been giving her some tips on that specifically. So, Enko does not hear what she just said. And just decides, you know, I race you to the forest of death. And Kakashi's like, wait, what? They're going where? Never mind. Basically, just just like looking at his book, just like, okay. And basically everything with Team 7 goes is in the original. However, with Anko and Zalgo, basically, like, both their names end with go. I just now came upon that realization. Only Anko's clan name is Mitarashi, and, well, Zalgo has decided basically if she ever does, like, actually get a clan name, that she would want it to be Naruto's name, so that it could be a clan, basically, again, because you know how the Uzumakis were decimated. Or if you wanted to do something different, like, just anything that Naruto's was, because she was that much into Naruto at this point in the story. They are truly star-crossed lovers. But hey, it doesn't mean she is not going to take her profession seriously. And that means basically giving Anko a run for her money and, well, all sorts of things. Including sadistic nature. Because she's not afraid of her snakes. Even the really big ones that try to eat her. Or the poisonous ones that try to, you know, poison her to death. Like venomous ones. And so basically, after this big old test of endurance, Anko's like, well, kid, you truly are worthy of being my apprentice. Well, then it's settled. Zalgo, was it? Man, Zalgo's like, yeah? Anko-sensei? Anko would just be like, we'll be meeting each other at this specific date for mission assignments. And hey, what do you know? You might just meet your boyfriend on the way there. I mean, they'll probably be meeting themselves on the way for, you know, mission assignments on the same day. I mean, basically, we were there at the same time, so we might run into each other again. Who knows? Hey, just so you know, I actually do kind of like Kakashi. But that's our secret. For now, at least. And Zalgo's like, ooh, this could be some leverage. This could be some... Oh, this could be something good. And so basically, after the Hellish Bell test, and after Zalgo's having to deal with all the damn snakes and everything else in the forest, just to prove that she is tough enough to survive in there, with Anko trying to kill her as well, not making it easy for her in the slightest, or at least easy for her if she was, you know, regular human. But no, she is basically the damn devil. So yeah, it's basically a walk in a park. Just more, I guess you could say, interesting version of a walk in a park. Because, you know, Anko's trying to kill her. Well, the snakes are also trying to kill her. And other things are trying to kill her. So, yeah. Very interesting version of a walk in a park. For Zalgo. everything is trying to murder her. But hey, Anko knows she can't go too far. And so it only sets the amount of time that they're in there for, a little bit. Not too much to where, she would keel over or the animals actually might get a chance to actually indeed murder her. But Zalgo proves her resilience by any time anything does actually get that chance. Either she kills it, or if it does actually bite or maim or anything, either she heals ridiculously fast, or, like the poison or venom, does not do jack shit to her. And, and goes like, might need to tell this to the Hokage. And, Zalgo just, goes up to Anko and is like, oh, and our little secret, me and Naruto are the same in that we're not exactly normal. And Anko just and the way she said that, the way they're not exactly normal, it might also be the same. Or ish the same. As in demon. Not exactly tail beast, but demon. So, must be a pretty damn strong demon too. So if this girl's like a demon but doesn't want to kill them, it just seems like relatively calm for a demon. Hey, who was she to judge? She was judged all her damn life ever since Orochimaru dumped her. So, yeah. She's wanting to be the better person and not be like Orochimaru. So she's going to give Zalgo the benefit of the doubt. And even though she basically admitted that she's kind of a freaking demon, if Anko only knew how much of a demon that Zalgo was. Straight up fucking devil. Creepypasta version at least. And Naruto just is still tied to the damn pole. And basically Zalgo's like, oh my god, they left you here? She finds Naruto tied to the pole. And just hold on. And just one of her powers that she was developing while fighting off those damn huge ass animals. Freaking claw. Just shing, all the damn rope, perfectly not touching Naruto in the slightest. But, perfectly cutting the rope. Making sure that not a single hair on her Naruto-koi's head was hurt. And, seeing that he was scuffed up by, probably their sensei or something or whatever. He's like, hey, seeing as you kind of got bummed by your own team, let's go to Ichiraku's to celebrate that, you probably actually passed. And, Naruto is just like, yeah, ramen. And Zalgo's like, but in moderation, remember. And Naruto's like, yeah, I remember. Don't have to remind me, Zalgo-chan. And Zalgo's just like, Zalgo-chan. I actually kind of like that. Probably more than I should, but kind of like that. And so basically they go to Ichiraku's, and when they're freaking done, Naruto's version of moderation apparently isn't that much moderation. And Zalgo, finding that she does like Ichiraku's as well, just not as much as Naruto. She eats as much as Naruto does, but not as much, but just That's about as much. And, Tucci and Ayame find that they have 2 favorite customers now. Because they can go through ramen like crazy. Like, they can go through ramen like Pac-Man goes through ghosts. So, yeah. Basically, whenever they finally get back home, Naruto's exhausted, and Zalgo, her body, seeing as it's nowhere near her peak body whenever she was alive before, doesn't need to feel taxed. In a way, you could say that. So, they decide cuddles and then nighty night, but not before a kiss. So yeah, all that is done. But not before something interesting happens. A hand reaching through the half-open window and grasping something of Naruto's, slinking back and closing the window. When Naruto and Zalgo wake up, Naruto's like, Gama-chan! Come. And Naruto just looks at the window and realizes, wait, they left the window open to let in cool air. Because, this was around like the summertime, like the dry period. It's hotter than usual in the Leaf Village. Not Sunagakure hot, but, still not exactly a pleasant heat for most people. So they let in some cool air, so that's why the window was partially open. And now Gama-chan is gone. Naruto's frog wallet that Dry gifted him. Like, Naruto has no idea who this Jiraiya person is. Like, the present box that Gama-chan was in it had, to and from, like, to Naruto from Jiraiya. And basically, all, Hiruzen said was that, this Jiraiya person, he knew this Jiraiya person, and that, this Jiraiya person knew his parents. And that they were great friends. Possibly even more. And so Naruto just kind of accepted it. So basically, whenever he realizes that Gama-chan is gone, he starts to freak out. Reasonably so. Because, not only that, but the window is closed. Which means somebody somehow broke into their house. And again, the window partially open. And Zalgo just wakes up and is just like, Narukoi? Wait, what are you doing? And Naruto just like, Gama-chan is gone. And Zalgo just like, you mean that gift that Jiraiya guy gave you? That frog wallet has all your money. Who has the balls? Like, she is pissed. And then she feels around. She thinks she might know, because she can feel energy, earthy energy, like that of an earth well. Oh, somebody's gonna get it. And then she feels even deeper, and she can barely see it, but she can see it. She can indeed see it. Barely, but she can indeed see it. Carvings. Carvings of what looks like a tall man around smaller children. But the man looks like he has an X through his fit. Slender man. Slender man. I am going to kill him. And Naruto's just like, Zalgo-chan? And, like, Zalgo just like, Naruto? Report something to your sensei about you, not being able to go out with your team for these first few couple, whatever rank missions, because of a certain incident. A home incident. Don't specify what, just say it was a home incident, and because of it, you might not be able to go out for our first few days. Nights. Especially nights. And especially not into the forests of Konoha. Especially not into the forests. And Naruto's like, Zalgo-chan, is there something you're keeping from me? And Zalgo-chan is just like, don't look or he kills you. And then she would just be like, Slender man. All the children tried to run. For him, it's part of the fun. Part of the fun. I'll show you fun, you son of a... Breaking into our house, stealing our things. And then she's just like, wait, what if he stole one of my things? And she's like, oh wait, yeah, me and Naruto kind of share the money now, so it's kind of our... Gama-chan's kind of both our things. So yeah, he did. And Naruto is like, Zalgo-chan, you're not making any damn sense. And basically, so Zalgo has to explain about the earth wells and about what's on the other side of the earth wells. And Naruto's like, well, I did actually see what I think is an earth well once. And, well, I got curious. And, well, I accidentally fell in. And Zalgo is actually like, what? You fell in to an earth well and are still alive. And just hugs Naruto. And it's like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. I have to make sure that I have my eyes on you at all times. You crazy son of a... Naruto-koi, do you not know how bad that could have been for you? Of course you don't. None of those elemental villages probably know anything about the earth wells. Or if they do, they probably have minimal knowledge. At best. Slender man. He could have been here to kill you. Definitely not me, because he knows his boundaries, even though I'm in this form. He knows his boundaries. I'm not killing an operator. That's what I was in my past life, and so I would probably transfer to this life of me being an operator. And so, Slender Man can't kill me since I'm an operator. But you are a human with a demon inside of you. He probably wants to get rid of the demon. so there's no more competition outside of that of the underworld. They probably think that any demon in the overworld is competition for them in the underworld. Damn, Slender Man. And Naruto's like, so wait, is there anyone else I need to be worried about? And Zalgo's like, well, he does usually have people that follow him around, call him proxies. Masky, Hoodie, and Toby. And sometimes Jeff, but Jeff is more of a loose cannon. And basically she describes what they look like and what they usually do. And so basically now I was like, so these guys are like cold-hardened serial killers. And the one that is their boss is an elder Tor nightmare. Not too much unlike yourself in your previous life. But your status as an operator most likely follows you into this life. Just differently, but still the same. In ways. Which is the reason why Slender Man didn't go for you. And didn't go for me because you were with me. And so probably meant some sort of protection. Wait, why would that mean some sort of protection? And Zalgo's like, because if an operator is around someone and isn't trying to kill them if they're a human, if an operator is around a human and not trying to kill them, it most likely means that there's some form of protection for that human. You know, protecting that human for some reason. And Slenderman may not know the reason why I'm protecting you, or he thinks I'm protecting you. But he doesn't want to really risk his chances, so he just took something. Probably as bait to lure you out of my protection. At least what he thinks is my protection. And well, he would be in big trouble if he ever hurt you, because I would be after his ass. Screw Anko Sensei. Screw your sensei. Screw your freaking teammates. Screw your Hokage. I would be after Slender Man's ass. No diff. No prob. I will be after his ass. Even if I had to go through the freaking earth well in order to do it. I just know how dangerous that sounds, but you have to understand how much you mean to me, Naruto. I've never felt this way about anyone ever before. Not even Lazari's mother. Or Lazari herself. And Naruto, by this time, knows about Lazari and Lazari's mother. Because, after spending so much time with each other, they would, share secrets. So, at this time, Naruto would know about these things, so wouldn't ask all these much questions. He would just be upset that he kept, that Zalgo kept, stuff about Slender Man and his proxies away from him. People that could, honestly, if Zalgo wasn't there, would have probably killed him. And that Slender Man isn't even really a person. More like an Eldritch Nightmare to Zalgo's level whenever Zalgo wasn't in the form that they are in now. So yeah, very bad. And so yeah, probably. And Naruto makes a very good point. Wait, if he didn't kill me, he probably killed somebody else. And basically, yeah, they are informed of that. Because, whenever Zalgo is basically like, yeah, Naruto can't go because of this, and this. And Hiruzen would be like, and it wouldn't happen to be related to this. Basically showing some photos. And Zalgo being like, listen, Naruto, can I talk to your old man alone? And Naruto's like, okay. And so basically she makes a shadow clone to chaperone Naruto, not trusting him to actually be truly alone for 1 second after what happened with the whole Gama-chan incident, as basically she decided to call it. And basically, she explains the whole entire deal with the Earthwells and basically the underworld. And basically what's on the other side of the Earthwells, the underworld, and all the inhabitants and all that shit. Well, not all of it, because that's a lot of shit to explain in like one day. But, she basically gives, here's in the general gist of why Naruto needs to be protected at all times. Because if Zalgo isn't around to make Slenderman think that, she is like his protection, and, don't want to piss off an operator, which is kind of what Zalgo still sort of is, even after death. Yeah, I have to explain that to Hiruzen as well. So basically, Hiruzen gets the gist that they are in grave danger, that everyone is in grave danger, if more of these Earthwells are found out. Because, the more and more of them are found out, apparently, the larger the reach of these underworld creatures, can basically pull from. The more and more they can travel. It's like windows into another world. If there's an Earth world in your village or country, basically that's their window to, get into your country or village. And with their, myriad of abilities of the different kinds of creatures, and just scary mofos altogether. One of the most powerful ones being Slenderman, which did indeed steal Gama-chan, which is just cruel. And, well, Hiruzen just thinking, this is not good. Well then, hopefully seeing as I'm sensing that Naruto will probably want something more than just more D-rank missions, so after taking a couple, so just lays out the plan in front of Lazari and just like, I guess this could work, old man. Now I know I could call you the professor. This should throw them off a little bit, at least. Enough for me to set things straight enough to get Gama-chan back and Slenderman off our asses. That include his proxies as well. Masky, Hoodie, Toby, and somewhat Jeff. I really don't know what his alignment is right now. That bastard attacked me the last time we ever saw each other. But he wasn't really one to deal the killing blow. No, that was my own damn daughter. She just had to do it. She just had to ruin everything. Well, I guess she didn't ruin everything. She more or less created a new scenario. A scenario where I have Naruto Koi now. And here's like, wait, Naruto Koi? And I was like, Zalgo was like, oh, did I say that out loud? Shit. Oh, and by the way, they still did not mention the part about them sleeping together in the same bed. That part was still kept a secret. Basically mentioning everything about the earth wells and what all comes with that, not the part about them sleeping in the same bed. And having kissed before. Especially not that. And, well, with all of the suspense being built up, I think this is a perfect time to leave off with part 1 of basically what I am now christening What If NaruZalgo. Yes, What If NaruZalgo, part 1. End.